Proverbs chapter 6. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have struck hands in pledge for another. Verse 2. If you have been trapped by what you said and snared by the words of your mouth. Verse 3. Then do this, my son, to free yourself, since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands. Go and humble yourself. Press your plea with your neighbor. Verse 4. Allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Verse 5. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Verse 6. Go to the end, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. Verse 7. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler. Verse 8. Yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Verse 9. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? Verse 10. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Verse 11. And poverty will come on you like a bandit, and scarcity like an armed man. Verse 12. A scoundrel and villain who goes about with a corrupt mouth. Verse 13. Who winks with his eye, signals with his feet, and motions with his fingers. Verse 14. Who plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up dissension. Verse 15. Therefore disaster will overtake him in an instant. He will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. Verse 16. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him. Verse 17. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood. Verse 18. A heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil. Verse 19. A false witness who pours out lies, and a man who stirs up dissension among brothers. Verse 20. My son, keep your father's commands, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Verse 21. Bind them upon your heart forever. Fasten them around your neck. Verse 22. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you awake, they will speak to you. Verse 23. For these commands are a lamp, this teaching is a light, and the corrections of discipline are the way to life. Verse 24. Keeping you from the immoral woman, from the smooth tongue of the wayward wife. Verse 25. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. Verse 26. For the prostitute reduces you to a loaf of bread, and the adulteress preys upon your very life. Verse 27. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned? Verse 28. Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? Verse 29. So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. Verse 30. Men, do not despise a thief if he steals, to satisfy his hunger when he is starving. Verse 31. Yet if he is caught, he must pay sevenfold, though it costs him all the wealth of his house. Verse 32. But a man who commits adultery lacks judgment. Whoever does so destroys himself. Verse 33. Blows and disgrace are his lot, and his shame will never be wiped away. Verse 34. For jealousy arouses a husband's fury, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. Verse 35. He will not accept any compensation. He will refuse the bribe, however great it is.